Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is just getting healthy, getting guys back to where we were early in the season, back in September. Nothing we have is critical. It's just we had a long 6 week stretch, and we just need some time to rest and heal up. You do that first and foremost, and you also want to get a leg up on Louisville as far as what they do, and then just refine some fundamentals and techniques that sometimes can go a little bit astray when you're in the middle of a season and worrying about just game planning and all the things another defense does. Sometimes it's just let's clean up our stances, let's clean up our footwork, let's fix our eyes, just little things like that, just to kind of reset and get guys back to prime form.
Rush for over 220 yards against Boston College. How satisfying was that performance?
Well, I think of course we rush over 200 yards is a good day, but at the end of the day, like we didn't really attempt to run the ball versus Miami and controlled a really good defensive line, and we beat Miami. That was also rewarding. So the win is the number one way. How we get the win, I don't care. I think of it as an offensive line coach, of course you say, oh yeah, you want to run the ball. I want to win first, and we're going to do whatever is called for us to win. But it's good to see the run game get going the way you need to, and you always want to find balance in offense. So the fact that we hit some of those explosive runs and we're able to get to over 200 yards is a good day. And really, for you to rush over 200 yards, you have to have some explosive runs. And you saw the McFall run late. TJ hit a couple. All that's always good to get over that number. So yeah, you want to find balance as far as what you do, but we're trying to win the game first and foremost.
What have you seen from some of the senior leaders or just veterans when you talk about PJ or Logan, who maybe are banged up, not playing every snap, but still having an impact on the game?
Yeah, I mean, those guys are year 3 in the program. They're voted on captains by the team, and they're voted on captains for a reason. They do a lot of things the right way, show up, play the way they need to play, and ultimately have the respect of their teammates. So, I mean, Logan's a guy who's just seems like he's had a little bit of bad luck here recently, and hopefully, like you talk about the bye week, this is a big week for him to get healthy and get ready, because when we have Logan healthy, we've got a really good offensive guard. So those guys have been instrumental as far as in the room and keeping things together, and hopefully we can get them healthy down the stretch.
When you talk about the pass protection for Miami, didn't run the ball a whole lot. When Kevin is banged up with this ankle injury and maybe loses some of that mobility and ability to run the football, does that change what you guys are doing when you know, okay, he's probably going to try and stay in the pocket more?
I mean, Kevin's always going to be Kevin. He's always going to be active. He's always going to create as far as what he does. And sometimes that means he's going to hold on to it a little bit longer. Our guys just know the deal. They know that Kevin is going to be a guy who's very active, going to create plays. That means if he has a good ankle or a bad ankle, we have to keep playing through the whistle regardless. So I don't think that's on their mind. I don't think that's their mindset. Our mindset is we do have to protect him because he is very valuable to the program. So regardless of what condition he's in, he's of utmost importance, and we got to keep him upright.
And in 4 out of the 6 ACC games, he's only been sacked once, a couple of them on the first drive, and then they protected him really well. What have you seen from the pass protection in ACC play?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's probably been the bright spot that we've done really, really well. And some of that is Kevin's getting the ball off on time. Some of that is it's a pressure and Kevin's avoiding the sack and getting away with it. I always say sack's one of those numbers that if you have too many of them, the O-line probably gets too much blame. If you have very few of them, the O-line probably gets too much credit. We probably fall somewhere in the middle on that. But we have stepped up to the challenge this year when we've had to protect. I know, like the Miami game, that's their lowest pass rush grade of the year that they had. Even though you gave us a C performance on the day, that was their lowest pass rush grade of the year. No, I'm busting you there a little bit, but no, we've stepped up to that challenge. The run game does need to be more consistent, and a lot of that is run game is so much of guys got to be on the same page, all 5 together, working their combinations, working the communication that happens. Pass game, you want that to be in effect, but it's not as it doesn't show as much with that. So I think the fact that we have had so many different lineups and guys in and out with little injuries, that it's been hard to get the the consistency that you want from that standpoint. So hopefully Saturday was a big step in the right direction, and we can improve that side as well.